Robin acts like she doesn't have any authority with this homelessness. She was the third most powerful person in city council. She runs the homeless housing thing. She acts like this is just Mayor Bass. First off, inside safe, I like to say inside safe makes all of us outside unsafe. The reality is no matter how many beds you give these people, they are on super meth. They are on fentanyl. The DEA statistic says 93% of this is a drug addiction problem.
I was wrong last week. I went back and watched the debate. I didn't think he offered as many, and you had got into it a little bit. I think you were right. I was wrong. He offered a lot. He offered, you never admit anything. He offered a lot. What he's doing is what every politician should do. Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, offer real, practical, actionable solutions to actual problems that people are facing. The young lady you just showed in our opening, the city councilman, she's reading from a national playbook that just says attack Trump and hopefully Democrats. That's what will excite Democrats. I'm here to tell you that may be part of it, but at the end of the day, Angelenos understand that homelessness is a problem. They understand that public safety is a problem. They understand that housing is unaffordable for most Californians and most Angelenos. And whether you like this guy or not, whether you think he may be close to Trump or not close to Trump, I give him a lot of credit. He's tackling this in an unorthodox, unusual way for today's politics, which should be the norm. He's actually offering answers. I say that as a Democrat. So Democrats running in this race, if you don't start offering answers, this guy could very well surprise. Jesse and I agreed last week. He could actually win this thing, even though Los Angeles is such a heavily Democratic.
You know what's really bad about that is it's so realistic. You guys, who don't live there, some of you who do live there, yeah, there's nice places up in the hills and Malibu, but downtown. And that's the problem. They keep saying, oh, it's only a small area near downtown. That's all it is. So you've basically given up downtown. As the mayor, you have said, oh, this area here, we don't really care as long as rich people are having their way and Malibu is fine and, the newcomers have someplace to live. But you're basically waving the white flag on the core of the city. You don't care that the homeless are all lined up. You don't care that the drugs and the people, you don't care. How do you know you don't care? Because you would have done something about it. It's the same thing with the people crying Jim Crow, and now you're not going to have black representation. Well, you would be fine if you did something. For the life of me, I can't figure out why these people don't do something to help their constituents. But now, all of a sudden, here comes a guy, Spencer Pratt, reality TV guy, who now wants to come in and say, common sense. I just want to clean this area up.
Hey, Los Angeles, are you aware that socialists in LA city government are stealing your money?
We just finished doing a tour of the site with the Bureau of Engineering, the Bureau of Contract Administration, and our contractors to check out the installation of the 16 new modular homes that will include 64 interim housing beds. Northeast New Beginnings was only possible because my team and I worked to get a grant from the state, $16 million to build 64 new beds in Council District 1 of interim housing.
I'm sorry, what? $16 million for 64 beds?
16.
I'm in real estate, and they're bragging. This woman who obviously hadn't swung a hammer in her life is bragging that she got $16 million for 64 one-bedroom things. As if that's an accomplishment.
Million to build 64 new beds.
That's $250,000 per bed. So let's forget the fact that the DEA reports that 90% of the homeless population in LA are hardcore criminal drug users.
Especially in Los Angeles, there's a lot of it. How many people are using illicit drugs in the homeless community? I would say it's incredibly high.
20%, 30%.
Of the overall problem?
Yeah.
Over 90%.
And let's pretend for a second that these people just had some medical bills come in all at once that made them lose their job, and that they're a single mom and they just need to float 3 to 6 months of paychecks to get back on their feet, 3 to 6 months of the median income, like $15,000 to $25,000. We're spending $250,000 per bed.
All right, so I wanted to break this. So he broke it down perfectly. Somebody, and the thing is, people just need a little help. They just need to get back on their feet. So, all right, so how many months do you need to get back on your feet? All right, so if the average pay is, I don't know, $3,000 or $4,000 a month, 48 grand a year, 50 grand a year, then multiply that times 5 or 6 months, and you come up with about $25,000 or $30,000. That's all it would take, by your own estimation, to get these people back on their feet. $30,000 tops. You spent you spent $16 million on 64 beds. That's $250,000 per person.
Just give them that money and they'd be set for 5 years. What the hell are we doing? These crazy socialists on the city council are legitimately just stealing our tax dollars and doling it out to their friends, and they rub it in your face too. She jokes about covering up the graffiti with a nice painting.
And obviously we're going to get rid of the graffiti and replace it with a nice paint job to make sure it's welcoming for everybody.
Meanwhile, fire victims in the Palisades are getting their burned out lots vandalized by commie street animals. All of your neighborhoods are riddled with tagging and garbage. No help for you, but we're going to spend $16 million for 64 homeless people to not have to endure the hardship of seeing a bit of graffiti outside their $250,000 bed. 64 people? There are 64,000 homeless people in Los Angeles. This psycho-socialist is bragging about spending $16 million of your money to cater to 0.01% of the homeless problem.
16 million.
You think?
I'm glad I don't live in California. I'd have to go postal. You gave that chick, who ain't Mr. I won't do any shaming, $16 million, and all she could do is put 16 little modular homes somewhere at $250,000 a piece. And nobody on the left is complaining. How is that affordable? Oh, I know how it's affordable housing, because they're not paying for it. That's what they mean when they say affordable housing. I put $16 million and we built 64 one-bedroom units. That's $250,000 each, honey. Yeah, but it's affordable for the people who live in it, and it was affordable for, what was your developer fee? I would love to see the spreadsheet on that. I would love to see who got that $16 million. I bet you the guy at the modular home place, he was counting that cash. How much do they want? Just 16. They're going to pay us 250 grand each for these things? Yeah. I can't wait to fulfill this order. That's why affordable housing is a myth. They couldn't do it for free. They expect other people in other cities to somehow create affordable housing, and California, actually Los Angeles, couldn't even do it for free. Go ahead, build something. Show me something. Show me how you're going to all of a sudden make affordable housing. Oh, we're just going to steal your money and give these people affordable housing. How affordable? It's free.
These socialists have any interest in solving this? Of course not. Who's vetting who goes into these housing units? Are they drug testing? Are these just going to turn into $250,000 air-conditioned fentanyl tents? Why not?
Oh, I hope not. Can you imagine? That's a great question, he said. All right, who's vetting the people going in here? Are they clean? I mean, when's the last time you shot up, Harry? It's been like 6 hours. Oh, okay. And where are all your buddies shooting up together? Oh, they're coming with me. They're going to sleep on the floor, in the closet, wherever.
Just give them the money. I'll tell you why. Because these corrupt DSA politicians can't steal it if they just give it as direct aid. Just like the fire aid scam. They'll never give an individual direct financial assistance. It always has to be laundered through one of Austin Miller's or Nithya Raman's NPOs so their friends can do God knows what with it. It goes to these companies that make these $250,000 units. It's all a scam. And notice, this isn't just Angelinos that are being robbed. job, she's using state grants.
My team and I worked to get a grant from the state.
So pay attention, folks. Socialists in Los Angeles are everybody's problem. Goblins like Eunice are gobbling up all your tax dollars, and they are coming for more. This is how socialism starts. Vague platitudes that feel nice and soften the language so the real problems never get addressed. It's the velvet glove for the iron fist. These are just people experiencing homelessness.
People experiencing homelessness.
Why do they always talk like this? Why can't they?
Why do they always talk like this? Oh, I love it. That's exactly. They changed the language. They changed the language and they try to make it more palatable. I was watching something on CNN and Scott Jennings was talking to some kid, and the kid's like, we don't use that kind of language here. And Scott looked at him and said, you ain't telling me how to talk. I understand you did when Twitter X was Twitter. I understand there's certain things we still can't say here on YouTube. They took your language away from you and said, this is how you have to talk. Everything is offensive. Experiencing homeless, like somebody paid for a ride at Disney. You don't experience homelessness. You're homeless. It's not like you're going to get off the ride anytime soon, or you booked a tour. Like, hey, you know what? There's a homeless tour in Los Angeles. I'd like to experience it. Robin, let's go. We can go on the experience in Los Angeles. No, they change your language so that it just metaphorically looks better.
Just talk like a normal person, because socialists always lie. Always. We need to end this failed experiment and put a stop to this fraudulent waste of our tax dollars. If you live anywhere in California, you need to support my campaign for mayor of Los Angeles, because this theft of your tax dollars will only continue. Go to mayorpratt.com and help me put an end to this scam.
$16 million.
I don't even know how they get people to vote for this crap. Even if you hate President Trump, even if you hate MAGA, and you despise every single one of us, all those maggots, do you not care about yourself? You not care about your own location, your own neighborhood? Are you that so much of a limousine liberal that you're like, oh, can you roll up the shades? I care not to look at these people as I drive through. You don't care. For all the virtue signaling that they put out there, for everything that they're always complaining about this cause and protesting this, how come you don't protest homeless people on the street doing drugs? I don't know. Seems like you wouldn't want that. Unless, of course, that's what you want. We need to tax you into oblivion. We need to take as much money from you hardworking people as possible, because these people need brand new $250,000 one-bedroom fake houses. Instead of taking like an entire block of bad houses and renovate them, they might have 2-3 bedrooms in it. You're going to bring in some modular fake ass house and pay $250,000. Wow.
We're here at the 6th Street Bridge in downtown Los Angeles. It is beautiful, if only you could see it. But all the lights have been allowed to be stolen from us.
I haven't paid attention enough in Los Angeles because I don't live there. But I just love how he said that. This is a beautiful bridge, but you can't see it because they scurried up the poles and stole the lights. And obviously, they never replaced them. People keep stealing the lights. So you gave in. Again, the white flag in Los Angeles is being waved. You've decided they win. They steal everything.
Taxpayer money, because Mayor Basura and Nithya Raman and her DSA City Council let criminals run the streets. But don't worry, Mayor Basura is planning to take $200 million of our tax money to get solar power lights. Oh, because the criminals won't steal those. But don't worry, Nithya Rahman has suggested putting cages around the lights. That's right.
You're doing everything except cleaning up your city. Let's spend 200 million, which we don't have, on lights that don't work to keep people from stealing them. Instead of, I don't know, just like every other city, putting up lights and making sure that people aren't shimmying up the damn poles and stealing the wiring, the copper, or whatever, so that they can then go sell it and smoke it up. You have a problem that can be fixed, but you're choosing to make the rest of us pay for it. Not us. 200 million for seriously? 200 million for solar powered lights because you don't want to stop people from shimmying up the pole and stealing it.
Cages, that'll stop them. So if you're sick of your tax money getting burned by these criminals, you better vote for Mayor Pratt. The ballots drop May 4th. Turn them in. Go get your grandma to vote. Get everyone to vote. We're going to get rid of the DSA. We're going to get rid of Mayor Basura. And we're going to save LA so we can see this beautiful city. I keep trying.
That's how he's going to lose. They know it. Voting, the election, I believe, is June 2nd or June 3rd. They just started voting on May 4th. In the mail. Everybody just stuff it. And that's how he's going to lose. Can't get a fair shake out there. Nobody's watching the mailboxes. Nobody's looking at the drop boxes. Here's a whole gallon of them. It's so rigged. The poor guy's fighting, trying to tell people, look what's happening to your city. Unreal.
I tell everyone that, they try to put me in a box. I didn't run to be a political party. I didn't run to be a politician. I ran because I experienced what city leadership failure at the ultimate level is. That's why I stepped up. That's what cuts through. So the media and everyone wants to jump on and be like, oh, Spencer's our guy. No, I'm the citizen. I'm the angry taxpayer. You can be a Democrat and love me. You can be a Republican and love me. The only people that don't love me are communists and socialists, and I don't want them to love me.
All right. So he set this next 20 seconds up perfectly. And just like every single Democrat out there, and if you've been watching this show, especially for the last week, I've told you they only have 3 playbooks. And those 3 playbooks have been Epstein, illegals, and racism / fascism.
I also think it's a very real thing that we should take seriously and we need to grapple with, and we need to offer it an honest response, a response that's rooted in actually solving these problems. Otherwise, people will turn to fascism, to mini Trump, which is who I think Spencer Pratt really represents.
How can people be buying this crap over and over and over? He's mini Trump and he's a fascist. That's it, huh? By the way, I ask her the same question you ask everybody else. Why haven't you fixed it already? Why haven't you got it done? By the way, why do you live in a $3 million house? Everybody else is living on the street. I don't understand what you're doing. But that's okay because he's a fascist. He's mini Trump, F Trump. That's all you got. That's all they want to talk about. It's all they want to say. It's incredible. I wish the best for this guy. Like I said, Ashley's trying to get him on the show, so maybe we can help pump him up in California. But he needs the help because they are going to throw everything, including the kitchen sink at this guy. They're definitely going to come for him.